Welcome, everybody, for today's session. Thank you for coming, and it's an absolute honor to guide you through a meditation session today. So thanks. So how's everybody doing? Doing great.
What a beautiful weather today. Okay. So how's the meditation practice going? Yes, great. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about how you can really understand your body and feel your body 100%. See, we are in our body, but we're also in our thoughts. So we're not fully 100% in our body. So I'm going to guide you through a very simple meditation, which will bring you back to your body 100%. And why do we need to do this? Okay, what's the reason or the concept behind coming back to your senses, and just really being in your body? How can that help you? Well, in many ways. It can heal you, for sure. It can heal you from your mental traumas or difficulties or challenges. It can also heal you physically. But today we're going to discuss mostly about our mental disturbances and how staying in the body and experiencing the body as is, we can actually heal ourselves from our difficult emotions. And I know we've done this in the past, somatic healing meditation and so forth. I'm sorry about this. My watch just has its own soul and a body. A mind of its own, that's the word I was using. So one of the things that happens with us, our body, it ages, not just through time, but also through stress. And stress at its core is when we fight against what we are feeling in our body. Stress comes about when we fight against what we feel, or when we fight against how things really are. When we're not able to accept the reality as is, when we fight against the feeling of whatever is happening, we fight against it by either numbing ourselves, by chasing it away with some distraction, but just not staying with that feeling, because that feeling is uncomfortable. It's disturbing. And so what we usually do, we chase it down. We distract ourselves. We don't stay with the feeling. So this meditation is all about learning how to stay with the feeling the feeling as is, not thinking the feeling. See, what happens with us is, let's say in a given day, somebody says something to us, speaks harshly, or we face a challenge. We have an uncomfortable feeling. We feel some sensation in our body. We feel something uncomfortable. It's unpleasant, rather. And so what we do is we start thinking about what happened. We replay the conversation. We overanalyze it. We start thinking about it, okay? We start thinking about what just happened. And we stress over it. We worry about it. We overanalyze it. We have an internal battle, if you will. But all we had to do was to feel the feeling. You see, there is thinking the feeling and there's feeling the feeling. And so this meditation and this ancient wisdom, and actually it's very scientific as well, that if you feel what is going on in your body, then you're going to be able to resolve it. If you're going to think about it, you will create more stories and you will create a very definite emotion out of it. And you're going to reinforce it. So the idea of this meditation is to come back to your body and feel that feeling instead of analyzing it, instead of thinking about it. So for example, when you feel angry, instead of telling yourself, oh, I'm angry, I shouldn't be, just stay with that feeling and you will naturally dissolve it. You see, the body's ancient wisdom is it is fully equipped to handle all your life experiences that come to you. It's actually very equipped. But you have to allow that to happen. Okay? So it's very equipped to handle all your life experiences. And if there is a life experience and you have a feeling which is pleasant or unpleasant, you sit with that feeling and that feeling will move through you. It will resolve through you when you just pay attention to that feeling. But what usually happens is if anything is disturbing us, anything that is unpleasant, we chase it away. We either distract ourselves or we immediately react, which further reinforces that feeling, which solidifies into an emotion, a difficult emotion, right? Or we think about it constantly, we replay that conversation, we over intellectualize it. But all we had to do is to stay with that feeling. And that's what is going to heal you. So let's say if you had some past trauma that you're trying to deal with it and it just keeps popping in your head from time to time and you just brush it away and you distract yourself, you scroll down social media or you start talking on the phone or you do something. No, don't do that. Stay with that feeling. It's not going to harm you anymore. It's already done its job. But if you stay with it and if you just notice where it is, that's how you're going to release it. There's no other way to release it. You have to stay with what you feel. Don't think what you feel, just feel what you feel. I know it's easy to say, but anytime, when, like, for example, when you're listening, just listen. Don't think what you hear. When you're seeing, just see. Don't think what you see. That's the idea of this meditation. To be 100% coming back to your senses, coming back to your body awareness. Do you really know how you feel? How many of us really know how we feel? Not many of us know it. How do you feel? How do I feel? I don't know because I've never sat with my body and felt all those feelings anywhere. Where is sadness sitting in my body? Then feel it. Don't try to numb it away. Don't try to talk it away. Just stay with it. And that's when the body is going to heal it. This is the body's process. That feeling is information. And that information is you becoming aware of that feeling. And that's how you process it and you release it. Then the natural cycle is complete. Otherwise, the feeling is going to stay stuck in your body and it's going to fester. It's going to become a wound and it's going to become so problematic for you. So, does anybody have any comments or how do you guys handle if you're facing some difficult situation or a challenge? What do you do? Do you talk yourself out of it or do you feel that feeling? What do you guys usually do? I know we do.
Okay. I don't know what I was going to say.
I don't need. Well, no, I know. I got it. I got it. What I normally will do is ask myself, can I change it? And then I make my decision on based off if I could change it or not. So if it's something I can immediately change and do something about it that moment, then I will ponder on it and feel it or think it, at this point. If I know that I can't change it, I put it out of my mind as best as I can. That's usually the way I handle that, healthy or not. That's the way I do it.
For me, it's more so like I'm just using an example. Like something happened and I feel hurt about it. Instead of saying like, "Oh, it's okay, you're okay, don't feel hurt," I'll cry. Right? I'll
That's
let it
good.
out. I'll cry as long as I want to cry, and then feel whatever I'm feeling and boo hoo for a minute, and then once I get all of that out, then I have clarity because I was able to get that emotion out and feel it. So I'm not afraid to cry. Like I'll cry, you know what I mean? Because it makes me feel better. And I know that once I'm done and I let that feeling out of whatever anger or, sadness, I definitely feel better afterwards. And then I can make more of a, like a logical decision, or saying like, okay, yeah, you were sad about it because, and think of the situation in a more logical way because I let out that feeling that I had pent up inside of me, whether it's usually in my stomach and like my solar plexus area, and that's where I feel most of it. And so when I'm able to let that out in tears, I feel better.
That's great. Yeah.
So I think Nika just triggered something as far as how I handle it. I've been actually, I don't necessarily feel it as much. I start peeling it back. Like I start feeling like, why am I feeling this way? And I don't know. I keep doing that. And it keeps coming back to a few common things from the past, right? But I don't know if that's all like if I'm overthinking it. But like I feel like I'm just trying to figure out like why am I feeling this way, and I kind of lead it back to I kind of go back to all the different layers. Oh, it's because of this and this and this and this and this. But I don't know if that's like the right way to kind of resolve it, if you will. But anyway, that's what I find myself doing more than just feeling it, like you were saying.
Because, like you said, you just feel it, and basically let it heal itself. But how long do you let that happen before you put it away or deal with it some other way? Because it may linger for days or weeks, and you feel it, but you have to come back to life. So I think of it more in terms, if it was my fault, I think of it redemption. You have to do some redemption here to feel better about it because you can't change it anymore. It happened in the past. But I feel guilty, I feel bad about it. So action, redemption, I need to do something good. If it's something sad that happened, um, I guess you deal with it and make yourself feel good with something else. Bottom line is what I'm trying to say is I don't know how you do that. Let it just happen. It's not like it's an hour and you feel bad and then it heals itself. It can linger for weeks, months, who knows, depending
upon
upon what it is.
No, that's a fair point.
I think sadly, I tend to blame myself because I have these feelings of being over accountable for other people's happiness, other things' happiness. So that's where I am. Angela, come on.
Oh, okay. Well, I wasn't going to say anything, but I, excuse me. So, apathy has been really lingering for me, like feeling I've been in an apathetic state for many months. And so my experience right now, as some people know, is I've been off the meditation wagon. It's been quite sporadic for me when I really had, which, everything ebbs and flows and it's all temporary, and I have a deep understanding of that. But being in this emotional or non-emotional state that I'm experiencing, which I've never experienced before, for such an extended period of time, is new for me. And I think there's like some emotional disassociation going on right now. And I'm just kind of letting it be. I mean, I'm doing my best to like show up here and do things that fill up my cup, whether it's meditation or like spending time with people I love or spending time by myself. And that is something that I have learned to do over the years that actually really does fill up my cup, is solitude. Because we're all peopling all day. A lot of us are at work, I people all day with parents and kids, and it's very overstimulating. And taking on all those emotions of like children in distress and parents in distress, and well, it can be a lot. So typically, I like to just go home and sit on my meditation pillow and just sit there and just like release it. For me, that's like, I can't handle this by myself. So to my creator, whoever, whatever that is, like, I'm giving it to you because I can't carry everything on my own. Yeah. So that's how
Very good.
I deal with that.
Thank you.
And I found that, like, especially I saw in the news, a lot of people, they got emotional, or they got mad, and then they snap, right? So I saw like a lot of shooting taking place, and so I think like the root cause is like they don't know how to control anger, and for me it's like trying to find inner peace, and I would say like it's a process.
It's a process.
Yeah. So it's not happening overnight.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's a process.
And also, as you mentioned earlier, do not over, analyze it, right?
Yes.
So I think,
Yeah.
I think like it's very good, recommendation, because like I normally like over analyze,
Yes.
and also always reflecting like the scene
Yes.
over and over
Yes.
again.
Yeah.
It's not healthy.
It's not
Thank you.
healthy. No, thank you.
So just to kind of add on to what Spencer said, for me, a lot of it is more about, sitting with the feeling and kind of thinking about it, not getting swept up in it. So the equanimity kind of idea, and just analyzing it. Because so often, so many of those feelings that you have, it's something that you've created yourself. So somebody was talking about feeling responsible for other people's happiness, which is just like, it's just some story. It's not true, right? And so it really kind of analyzing the feeling, analyzing how you got that feeling, questioning whether or not the basis of it is real. Those are kind of the things that I find as tools. And oftentimes it just makes those feelings evaporate. If they're negative feelings, or, it's just, and anyway, that's that's my 2 cents.
Thank you.
And I'm going to give this back to Paresh, because Paresh owns the mic.
Well, so like I was saying, this is one of the tools in your toolbox, okay? It's great. Sometimes you need to process them differently. But your first step should always be just feel the feeling. And when I say feeling, it's a visceral sensation in your body. It's a visceral sensation of pleasant or unpleasant. Just feel that. You can do all your processes later, but for your first step, you're advised to just feel that feeling. And the chances are that feeling is going to resolve itself. That's what they say. The mind comes into the picture. The thinking becomes a trap, because then you construct stories. Then it becomes fiction. Then it becomes a huge emotion. Before you know it, you have just one more story in your number of stories in your solar plexus that you're trying to get rid of, and you cannot, because now I feel guilty about this or that. So your first step should always be sit with the feeling, the visceral sensation. The key insight to me is, it's really an aha for me, this whole body awareness meditation. The key insight is, when somebody bothers you, or if there is a situation that is disturbing, you're not fighting against the person or the situation. You're fighting against how it made you feel. That's your key insight. If I make you feel okay, you're okay, right? If I don't make you feel good, that's when the problem is, right? So it's really the first step, your door, is the feeling. So the key insight is not how this person is bothering you, or this situation happened that is bothering you, and you're fighting that. You're fighting how they made you feel. So if you stop that fight and you just stay with that feeling, it is going to go away. Only when you let it fester by not looking at it, by not feeling it, that's when it becomes a bigger wound. That's when you start to feel guilty. That's when you start to process it and say, okay, how do I redeem myself? All those stories come later. Your first act of defense against any life experience that is unpleasant to you is to sit with that sensation, coming back to your senses. Literally, it is coming back to your senses. That's when the body is going to heal it. The mind is not going to do the healing. It's the body that is going to do the healing. So allow the body to do just that. Because every feeling, every emotion is trapped in your body. It's not going away till you don't release it. It's going to show up as stress. It's going to show up as a diagnosis. It's going to show up as a disease. So it is your responsibility in your physical and mental health that you release these feelings from your body. They're waiting to be released. They don't want to be captured there by you. And the body is showing you a perfect way. It's giving you the sensation. That sensation is full of information. And you just sit with that sensation and you're going to release it. It follows a full cycle. Okay? And like Ed said, how long can you stay with that feeling? I mean, it can just, you'd be surprised. Give it a chance. Have you tried meditating even when your body becomes uncomfortable? Like I can tell you, lotus position is not an easy position for me. And so most times I just don't do it because of the pain that I feel. But when I want to challenge myself, I sit in lotus position. And sure enough, there's so much excruciating pain here. And I sit with that pain, the physical pain. I actually let the sensation, I keep thinking about it. And after some time, I become numb to it. So feeling the feeling, not thinking the feeling, not analyzing the feeling, not replaying the feeling in your mind, just feeling the feeling. And then, yes, of course, you can follow what Paresh just said. You peel the onions. Why am I feeling this way? You backtrack it. You come to a logical conclusion that it was so false, it doesn't make sense. And then you can just let go that way too. You can go that route too. But your first act of defense has to be feel the feeling. Don't think the feeling. Okay? Right? So today we're going to do this body scan meditation. And that is why body scan meditations are so powerful. They teach you how to stay in your body. How does it feel to be in your existence? Do you know? Body scan meditation will show you that. So keep doing that meditation. Today I'm going to do this body scan meditation with a little bit of a twist. I want you to become aware of your body. So I'm just going to guide you into that. All right? Okay. So we can get started. Do you guys need a break or anything? Ready? Yeah? Yeah, go. We'll just take a...
I was all ready to hit the go button.
No, that's fine. We'll take a 5-minute break.
I didn't do it. I was poised. I was right there. I was this close.
Yeah, they are different. Anapanasati is just observing your breath. Observing your breath constantly. And the body scan is you scan your body and observe the sensations in your body. They're very powerful meditations. Especially people who've just started this journey of meditation, you should really consider doing the body scan and the anapanasati. Those are foundational meditations. but they really take you very far in your journey, in life in general, and in your meditation practice as well. And I think I sent you some links, didn't I? Okay, good. Yeah. Oh, no. Body scan meditation is, you should try one of them. You must have done it. I think you're forgetting it. You just focus on a certain part of your body and just observe the sensations and keep going down, observing every part of your body, just scanning your body. I'm not sure. Yeah, about. I know. I don't know of a meditation in which you go inside the body structure. Hmm. Yoga Nidra. Do you just go lie down and just sleep it off, or because Nindra means sleep? Could be. Yeah. Yes. Oh, definitely. If you start to do your body scan meditations, eventually you will feel more energy. You feel there's a current running in your body. You experience that kind of a subtlety of your body. There are more energy atoms running up and down rather than feeling your skin. And you start your body scan by observing the temperature on your skin. That's a good way to come back to your senses. Observe the temperature on your skin. How cold do you feel? Do you feel hot? Just minute things. And what's the temperature of the breath on your nostrils? So that's how you start your body scan, right? And then your feet touching on the ground. What is that sensation like?
Okay.
So sitting when you're on your seat, how do you feel in your body when you're seated on that seat? What parts of the body is touching the seat? So just becoming really, really curious about how you are, what your existence is like in this body. Yes. Yes. Yes, you're right. It's body awareness in that moment. Body awareness in that moment.
So Barkha, when you yeah, you're like, where's that noise coming from? So you talked about the lotus style, and that's a great example of like feeling that pain. But in the past, when that's come up, like it's been about focusing on your breath, right? So,
Yeah.
and that's when that goes away. Like,
That's true.
so, but then I'm not necessarily feeling it at that time, right? Because I'm actually taking my mind off of it and focusing on my breath, and so
Yes.
that dissipates that feeling. So, are you actually saying just feel that pain and just let it?
Yeah. So no, that's a great question, Paresh. It is both ways. When you start focusing on your breath, the pain dissipates. But remember, the breath is your body breathing. So again, you're really back in your body. You're back in your body. Now you're handling that pain through your breath, or you can handle that pain through your awareness. You're just choosing how you're going to handle it. So both are amazing. So when you have that pain, if you send your breath to that particular area in your pain, when you're hurting, you're dissipating that pain through your breath and your awareness as well. Or if you just become aware of that pain, and then eventually it also dissipates. I don't know if it made sense.
So either way, like
Either way is
Just-
great. Both work.
But which one is kind of dissolving it though?
The dissolution will happen with both. Your breath is very powerful. again, it brings you back to your body. And body wants you to come back to your body so it can heal it. And breath is bringing you back to your body. So you can choose either. For me, I think personally, I go with the first step is feel the feeling. Remember that feeling is not going to hurt you anymore. It's done its job. Now if you feel the feeling, it's going to heal you. It's going to heal you. Especially mental disturbances.
There's something about physical pain. If you just go, oh yeah, that's pain, and you don't react to it.
Yeah.
You just go, oh yeah, that's pain, and you kind of disassociate yourself from it. Not get swept up in it, but disassociate yourself from the pain.
Yeah.
That's really powerful.
So we're not talking about dissociation at all, excuse me. We're talking about really associating with the feeling. No dissociation, no disconnection, please.
Okay, so how about like, I was doing this for a while with cravings. Like, let's say you're craving something and you're like, oh man, I really want that. But then you're like, you just kind of...
You sit with that
you sit
feeling
with
of
that feeling.
craving. You don't react to it,
Yeah.
which is go grab something from the fridge,
Yeah.
right? Or grab a snack. You sit with that feeling. It's going to go away. In fact, it's going to lead you to a door. Why are you craving even?
Yeah.
It's going to give you that idea as well.
Well, that's what I go to. I immediately go to
Yeah,
that
that's a
because I'm
great
like,
way.
it's I want some carbs right now. Like, I don't know, whatever it is. I can crave. It's my body craving it, and because I had so much of it, that it's now wanting more. And so now I have. So, but that. So you're saying just if I sit with that feeling.
Yes. So, for example, when you feel angry, instead of telling yourself, I'm angry, I shouldn't be, just sit with that feeling of anger. It's going to dissolve. And then, of course, you will figure out why were you angry or, So your first step is stay with the feeling. Feel the feeling. Through your breath. You could do it through your breath or through your awareness. Either way. You could do it through your breath, too. Good point.
So Linda online asks, I find it very hard. I struggle with my mind-body connection. I start thinking about what I might be feeling rather than just feeling it.
Yes, that's the trap. That's the thinking trap that we all are in. We immediately think the feeling. That's not how the feeling is going to go. You're just going to be in an internal battle, an internal war with the feeling. So remember, the key insight is you're fighting the feeling. You're not fighting the problem. You're fighting the feeling. You're fighting how it made you feel, the person or the problem. You're not fighting them because you're doing all of this internally. You're fighting how they made you feel. You're fighting your feeling. And what I'm saying is, don't fight that feeling. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I think so.
That's really the key insight here of all this stuff that I said. You're fighting a feeling. Because if the feeling is pleasant, you're okay with it. If the feeling is unpleasant, you have a problem. You're going to chase it away somehow. By thinking, talking, analyzing, replaying, worrying, stressing. And what I'm saying is, don't do any of that. That's just the mind. The mind creating a story. What I'm saying is exactly what this meditation should do. Stay with the feeling. Don't create stories. Don't do anything right now. During this time in the meditation, just stay with the feeling. And also do it in your real life. Don't start to talk about it, think about it. Just stay with the feeling. If you listen to music, just listen to the music. I'm telling you, this is going to be a game changer for you guys. If you start practicing this, life is going to become much more simpler. It's the mind that's creating the noise. Okay, everybody is back? Okay, good. All right. Can start by closing our eyes. Go. Close your eyes. Sit tall and straight. Bring your awareness to your breath. And now notice how you feel in your body. How does it feel to be you in this moment? Allowing your thoughts to continue in the background. Bring a close attention to how you feel in your body. Right now, how does it feel to be you? This isn't a question for your mind to answer with words. The only way to truly know how you are is to feel. Whatever you're feeling right now, is exactly how you are in this moment. Now begin by observing the temperature on your skin. The sounds around you. the sensation of your feet on the ground. The breeze blowing through your body. All you do is feel. Let the thoughts be there in the background. You are just feeling. The temperature of your breath on your nostrils. The air on your skin. The sounds around you. What is it like inside your chest right now? You cannot answer this question by thinking about it. You can only answer by feeling it. So what is it like inside your chest right now? And that is your answer. Whatever you're feeling right now. In your chest. To really know how you are, you need to go beneath all those thoughts about yourself, all your concerns and stories, and just drop into the physical sensations happening throughout your body right now. Notice again all the simple things. Do you feel a little cool? Or do you feel warm? Maybe there is a sensation of hunger in your stomach or some discomfort in your body. How is your nervous system feeling right now? Do you feel calm? Or perhaps a little on edge? Is your energy high and excited? Or is it low and more settled? So what does it feel to be like you in this moment? And don't think about these questions. Simply feel them. However you're feeling is perfectly fine. This is how you know yourself and your current condition. Your body doesn't need your thoughts about how you are. It just needs you to observe what's happening. You know you're tired if you feel it. You know you're not tired if you don't feel it. It's that simple. Now go back to your chest. You might start to feel a little bit more of your presence. You're learning to feel. It's only through feeling that you truly understand how you are and what you need. So notice what is in your chest. Or in your solar plexus. You might discover other feelings, perhaps some sadness, anxiety, or joy. Whatever emerges, don't try to feel any other way. There is nothing to be frightened of in feeling exactly how you are. The feeling is not going to harm you. The feeling is the solution. However you're feeling right now is made up of effects from both pleasant and unpleasant experiences from your past. They are imprinted in your body as sensations. By feeling these sensations, you are healing them. By feeling your own condition, you're naturally activating the healing solution that your body holds. Now expand your awareness from your chest and your solar plexus to your entire body right now. And keep feeling what you're feeling in your body. You can jump from sensations to sensations. Just stay with the feeling. No trying, no thinking, just noticing how you feel. You know you exist when you feel your existence. And by feeling your own existence, you also recover from the effects of your past experiences. How are you doing with feeling your whole body? Stay with the feeling. It's worth the work. Now let's shift. Let the feeling of how you are come to you. You simply wait and see what your body reveals. Just sit still and listen. Feeling the feeling and listening to the body. This is not your mind's job. Notice what is becoming apparent, what's becoming known to you from within. What sensations are there in your body that are coming back to life? You are not trying to feel better. You're just feeling the way you are. Without needing to change anything. Sitting here now, feeling the way you are, Do you feel okay with that? You will find that you do. By simply feeling your sensations without trying to chase them away, by thinking, you activate your body's innate healing intelligence. This is how your body heals you from life's experiences. It's not about achieving a special state. It's about returning to your natural way of being. Notice any lingering sensation that is calling your attention now, anywhere in the body. Bringing your awareness back to your skin. Does it feel cool? Does it feel warm? Your feet on the ground. The sounds around you. The breath on your nostrils. Allowing your body to heal you. In complete gratitude for your body beautiful. feeling your existence one more time in your body. And saying thanks to this body beautiful. And when you're ready, you may begin to open your eyes. To love, light, and letting go. Namaste. So it's a powerful healing meditation, and it doesn't have to be long. We didn't do this for long. We just did 35 minutes. It's a short meditation to bring you back to your body awareness and allow your body to heal you. You can't think your way through this kind of healing. I hope you guys like this meditation today. Yeah.
It's funny, I don't think I'm doing it right, but I definitely get something out of it because it's like this out-of-body experience. I'm totally, someplace else. It feels really good. Like I don't feel my body at all. I'm somewhere, but
You're doing it right. There's no right or wrong. You're doing it perfect. Yeah.
It's my first time also.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I feel
Hi, Grace.
I feel very, very good. It's something that I can't stay still.
Yes.
And this time I was.
You were very still. Yeah.
Yes, I really liked it, really enjoyed it. Thank you so much.
Nice.
And I would say like it was, so powerful.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, so powerful. And one thing I would like to clarify is like, so you mentioned, feeling the,
The
how
feeling.
do you say, feel the feeling.
Yeah.
So does that mean that like I'm fighting myself? So let's
Yes.
say like my desire, and so let's say I want to eat something.
Yeah.
So that means like in that instant, I'm fighting myself in a way, right? Feel the feeling.
Yes. If let's say, like Paresh's example, there's a
Yeah.
craving.
Yeah,
Either
the
you
craving.
fight it
Yeah.
or you give into it. So the idea is to just stay with it. Don't react to it right away.
Okay.
So that example is good, but this meditation especially really works very well for some deeper feelings, for some challenges, or when you feel anger, or when you have some problems with somebody.
Yeah.
You don't have problem with that person really. You have a problem with the way the person made you feel. That's the problem basically.
Yeah.
So go to the problem. Go to the actual problem, which is how you're feeling, and release it.
Right. So let's say in that instance, like, should I talk to that person, like, in terms of communication?
Can you bring it louder?
Okay. So in that case, like, if I have, problem with somebody, right, and then, I got angry. So in that case, like, should I talk to that person, like, to solve that issue?
Yeah, just stay with your anger. Don't condemn yourself saying, "Oh, you're angry, you shouldn't be, you always do that." Don't talk yourself into it.
Okay.
Just stay with the feeling of anger.
Okay.
And see it dissipate. Don't react to it by lashing back out.
Exactly.
Don't lash at yourself as well. Just stay with the feeling. That's body awareness.
Okay, thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
very good.
Anybody else? Going once.
What do you guys think about this? Yeah, any comment, anything? It's a very, very smart way of handling life's experiences. It's a smarter way.
So it was interesting. I noticed this time that I felt where like some deeper pain was like right about here, and then I felt the chest as well. So and I found myself like, when I felt it, I find my mind was going somewhere else, and I kept having to pull it back. But when it was in the chest, I was like, I kept breathing deeply, just to like kind of trying to release it, and I wasn't necessarily. I was having a hard time just staying with that feeling because it was
was
it
it hard for
uncomfortable.
you to stay with that feeling?
I kept
Okay.
going to my breath to try to release it,
I know.
and so
See, that's-
I don't know. It was hard to just sit there with the
I
tension.
understand. I understand. Some feelings are difficult and they're so challenging, and we just don't want to stay with them. We want to chase them away, and that's the whole point. It's not going to harm you anymore. It's done its job. Staying with it is not harming you. It's releasing you. You stay with it. That's the whole point. You stay with it. It's going to release you.
I have to do that one again.
Please do it again. Try it again.
Push it away and say it's not
Exact-
bothering me.
Yeah.
It'll keep reoffending you.
Correct.
Over and over and
Correct.
over again.
Correct.
Even though it's hard in the moment to sit with it.
Yes.
And sometimes like he's like, how long do I sit with it? There's no rhyme or reason. There's no time.
I know.
Calendar.
I know.
You just have to sit with it, and then maybe there are times where you have to revisit it a couple of times.
Yes.
Right? And
Yes.
do the same thing over and
Over
over
and
again.
over again.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it's just a matter of not pushing it away, because like I said, it doesn't go away. You're just gonna that emotion or that feeling or the reason why that person made you angry is gonna continue to come back over and over again until you sit with it and kind of reconcile with yourself. Why do I feel upset about it? Why,
Correct.
so.
Or just feel the feeling
Yeah.
and see it dissolve. Yeah, no, very well said.
There's a phrase that came to mind, especially when people are talking afterwards. The problem is not the problem. Your reaction to the problem is the problem.
There you go.
That's as simple as I can make it.
Yeah.
Right? The problem's not the problem. It is how you're responding to that. That's the problem.
Very
You got to
good.
work on that. Right? And then everything
Yes.
else will fall into play.
Yes.
That's the hard part.
That's a
right?
simplified way, right? Because it's hard to do that. But that's what it is. It's not about the problem. It's about you
Yes.
and how you feel about it.
Right.
That is the actual
How you feel about
problem.
it. That's the key.
Person either.
No,
It's not
yeah.
the person, how you feel.
Right, exactly.
And feeling that feeling is the solution. So the feeling is not the problem, it is actually the solution. And just notice it. If you feel fear or anxiety, I know it's hard to sit with either of those feelings, but just sit with it and see it's going to go away. Because it's not real. It's fake. It's all fake. So
You
it's
have to
gonna go.
sometimes say it out loud. Sometimes I will actually say it out loud to myself, Biba, that's not real.
It's not real.
And voicing that helps me realize, it keeps me a bit more grounded because it's not real. It's here.
It's just your body trying to process that particular life experience. That's all. And it's giving you that feeling. But if you buy into that feeling, it becomes an emotion. And that emotion then has a story attached to it. Before you know it, it's starting to fester in you.
Then it's like a reality, but it's a false reality.
Yes. So do this body awareness meditation. Just keep doing it. And also in your non-meditation times, just keep feeling things. And stay in this a little bit of, there is a word in Sanskrit, so I'll just say the word. It's called shunya. Shunya means stay in, there's no literal translation, but it means stay in a vacuum, sort of. Like, don't be always thinking. Get your mind out of the picture. The mind, the left hemisphere of the brain, the logical part, is good to use for things when you need logic. Don't use it all the time. It's not necessary. Yeah. Anyway, I want to give a few minutes to Paresh to talk about the retreat, and anybody who's interested should sign up with Paresh as soon as possible, please.
Yeah, so you might have seen the post on
Can
the
you
group.
give the dates again and
Yeah.
where it is and all the details for
Yeah,
some
so
people?
right now we're planning the Labor Day weekend, but we're planning on that Thursday through Sunday. So Thursday is the 28th, August 28th. So Labor Day this year is early, so everybody thinks it's in September, but it's actually like September 1st is Labor Day. That's that Monday. So we're actually looking at right at the end of the August 28th, just Thursday, and leaving there on the Sunday. So we get back Sunday evening. We still have a day to kind of get back into life here. But we're looking at Mount Shasta. That's where we're targeting, and that's where we did this last year, Labor Day weekend, same time. Amazing for the folks that went. You guys all know what it felt like. It was a spectacular retreat. Definitely takes your practice deeper. A lot of great, Barkha and David do a great job of putting together a full list of activities and things for us to do, meditations throughout the 3 days. So we're looking right now at trying to narrow down a place that I think we've getting close to narrowing down a place that we want to lock in on. So, and we would look at the retreat would include like lodging there as well as food. So we're looking to kind of accommodate all the basics. We got 9 people signed up right now. We're looking to target about 14. So we've got about 5 more spots. So anybody's interested, please let us know. We'll try to keep the costs very reasonable.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's going to be an amazing experience.
We did the Thursday to Sunday to avoid traffic because that weekend is a very, very busy weekend for travel. So like leaving on Friday and coming back on Monday we'd hit a lot of traffic, especially if you want us to get there at noon on Thursday.
Yes. Yes.
So, yeah.
Yes.
Not that extra night to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seriously.
So then we might miss out Dr. Anita and
Yeah,
Krish. Yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. Anybody who has not signed up, think about it, ask questions, and make your decision sooner than later because it helps us to organize better. All right. Thank you.
And let's say goodbye to the
Bye,
15 people
everybody.
online.
15
Bye-bye.
people. Bye, everybody. Bye. Thank you, guys.